Excitement of learning English. Yeah. So how greatly we are excited about learning English. That matter. So my name is Alok. I believe I'm fluent. I have been teaching globally, only working professional. They like my style, what I follow, making them repetition again and again, giving them a lot of translation verbally. Immediately I want them to translate, giving a standard vocabulary, references, idea, motivation, inspiration. These all are the aspects that basically I try to combine or make a combination, and then I inspire them motivationally. Well, so my name is Alok. I have been teaching English globally. But what is excitement? Yeah, that matters in everybody's life. So excitement shows your strength, your engrossment, your encouragement, that how greatly you want something in your life. And yes, that is what I want to share about me. Yesterday, after coming from a school or having breakfast, giving a class, then generally because I wake up early in the morning, so I prefer to sleep around an hour or sometime two in the morning via afternoon around 10 or 11. I was lying on the bed. My wife also came. She woke up morning, so she also lay on the bed. But what happened then after? My eyes was opening, closing, opening, closing. So I was thinking, should I go for practice? I always want some chance that nobody is there in the hall so that I may go or I practice my sound. Yeah, you heard it right. Once you know English, once you are fluent, or once you know how to communicate, then thereafter challenge comes that what the next level, what all people are doing, or that is what we need to work upon that. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just following many people, or I notice how greatly when they speak, their sound, the way of pronunciation, the way of communication, that somewhere compel me, or that is what I want to grab such possession, such a skill that may elevate my next level. Obviously, that is my career, that is my passion since childhood, and that is what I am pursuing. So, I was thinking, and finally, I thought, no, 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 let me take at least an hour rest. So, I closed my eye, and again, after a few minutes, no, something inside it was trying to bring me in action. It was trying to ask me, hey, go do practice because wife is sleeping here. Nobody is there. Generally, when I do voice practice, it disturbs her. It becomes weird. There are many videos that I follow randomly or I keep doing practice. But finally, my excitement on this race, or I couldn't compromise with that. I just left the bed, I got up, I came out, I locked the door. Why do I do that? Because I don't want my wife to get disturbed when I'm practicing sound. Or I came out, I locked the door, or then I just grab my mat that generally I unfold on the floor or just lay there and lie upon it and do some practice, either sitting or either lying. So I sat on it or I started practicing, but I completely engrossed when I was practicing sound. I was not aware that it's making a lot of noise. But when my wife, she was listening it, she wanted sleep, but my sound was somewhere inflicting her, bothering her. So he texted me instead coming out. She texted me, hey, I'm getting sleep. Can you please stop making noise? Somewhere this statement caused me trouble. I got angry, but there was no alternative. I thought should I go somewhere under the tree or make practice, but it was around 11 something. So a scorching sun, but that was not the good option. So I thought I should not get annoyed. better to do some other exercise. Then I just uh, folded again that mat and came back. I switched on my laptop or I started one English serial. I was super engrossed. It was not that I'm watching and just diverting my mind. I was watching in the way that I may notice each word, each sentences, or so that I can understand the way of speaking, or I can adapt, embrace the way they communicate, or the way they are speaking with each other in the spontaneous way. Or I did it for an hour. By the time I was listening, or in case any word, any sentences that I may notice during the conversation, I try to ingrain it. Why? Because they are the native. Yup. Or that is the way that we must speak in English. Otherwise, what happens? We just try to adapt our culture, or we start speaking how we speak in our mother tongue. But that is okay. It is acceptable if we are with the right pronunciation, or we are trying to go with the right rhythm. That's fine. But again, what if we understand the way natives speak? I'm not talking about action, but the way they speak. Yeah, little taste so that it may add or blend our communication skill. And that is what I was doing. I was watching, I was understanding, and let mind sink into that conversation. Or I think I spent around an hour, and then I did some another task. No, then thereafter I was feeling again sleepy because I couldn't take rest. Generally I take rest, so my excitement propelled me out of bed to practice because my wife was sleeping. So I thought, let's take rest. I think it was beyond 1 hour. So I went to bed, I slept. My alarm is set for 3:10 p.m. Why? Because I go to my son's school to bring him back. So it was set, it was 2 something. I went to sleep or around 2:50 or 2:40. I left the bed or I came out, and yeah, I got ready to go. I grabbed my water bottle, I drink water, and then I just went to the room. In the room, the drawer, under the drawer, there is 3 4 shelf rack. On the top rack, I keep 3 helmets. Yep. So I grabbed 2 and come outside the room. Wife was lying on the bed. She was not sleeping now. She was watching phone. Yeah, because it's been around more than 3 hours when she was sleeping. It means she got complete rest. Or then she smiled. She said, "Wow, it's time to go." And I said, "Yes, it's been a long time. You are sleeping." And then I came outside. I wear jeans, and then I grab key, bike key. I cross the threshold, lock the door, the main door, and then I descended down and I started bike, and then I left for the school. I came to a school and their same routine. The buses from the parking, they were going to the area from where a student boards the buses. Or meanwhile, I go in advance so that I can take a walk. That is my one of the great advantage. I try to avail the time, they use the time for walking. So I go around half an hour ago or beyond that so that I can take a walk. There in the ground, there is huge ground where I generally take a walk. Or yes, I was waiting. As I reached there, I parked my bike. There is one guard. Generally, I say hi, hello to him. Every day I greet him. But yesterday, he was engrossed, I think, talking with somebody. So I think it's better not to disrupt him, or let's go for a walk. So I waited for a while. By the time buses were going one by one in the queue, like convoy, or once they went, entire area was empty. Now that is what I want. I want to walk, or then I went there. Only one bus. I think that is always there. I believe it must be in a spare like there are around 40 or more than 40 buses. So there would be chances that if any buses got breakdown, so there should be some extra redundant buses, so that they may use that to drop the stranded children to their school, to their home. So that was standing there, but it was not causing any trouble. I just kept walking. I took a few rounds. At the time, I was thinking to practice again. But during the day, I practiced a lot. My ear was buzzing. Eyes were asking me, hey, give me rest. Or that is what I thought, no, let it go. I don't want again to trouble these organs, because ultimately these are the machine, these are the part. If they are okay, they are fresh, I'll practice later on. And then that is why I again kept on walking. Meanwhile, I got a call for the job, but it was great opportunity. So whenever anybody calls nowadays, a lot of spam we receive, but it was not. It was kinds of a spam, but it was not written a spam. It was written HR. HR means human resource. It means some job consultancy or some company. So she called me. I thought it's great time to have conversation in English. Yeah, it comes in my mind when I was not good in English or somebody used to call. I get scared. Yeah, it terrified me whenever generally the call used to come from some company or HR in regard to the interview. So I used to get scared. But it was time yesterday. I was feeling pleasant. I was excited to have conversation with her. Or when I received it, and she started talking. Hey, my name is this. I'm from this company, and then I replied her, or may I know you are talking from company or you are talking from some consultancy? Because many consultancy, they are bothering a lot of time. They are calling you. They may ask you for some fee, some processing charge, or that is why that is their job. But she didn't ask these all things. She asked that I need this position people for a company, and then I narrated her that remember, I don't know the Karnataka local language. I'm not that prudent in that. So just ask him for facilities, environment. People should be there who understand local language. And then she agreed, or now she said, well, let me talk with the HR head, and then I will get you back. It was just a real conversation, but it was great. When you know English well, or when you are understanding, or when your English, your communication is better than somebody HR manager, they're talking, how great feeling you have. It was mesmerizing. You relish, you savor the environment, the time when you talk with somebody, or your communication is far better than others. See here, it doesn't imply that I'm greater than other people. It doesn't mean, there are always room for improvement. But anyway, it was great talk. Or finally, a smiling, she disconnected call, or I put my phone in my pocket, or I was just recalling my back time 9 years ago when I used to get terrified when any HR or any manager used to call me in regards of job, because we know that the environment for the job, even if you go in some company after joining, the environment goes in local language, but the process of hiring somebody is in English, so that terrifies us. Similar situation used to be with me in the past. But anyway, it was the study routine, and then thereafter I noticed one by one buses start going. It means the time was to go near the area where all a student comes who goes with their guardian. I went there. I was waiting. My son came, or now I took him on the bike, or I hit the main road. But there was traffic jam. Meanwhile, I got a message one of my student, hey class. It means he wanted to ask about am I having time, can I give him class, and I replied him give me 10 minutes, but it took beyond 10 minutes because there was traffic. Or I came back home, And now I went with class and he was talking about his meeting, about his great performance, that now or then he is delivering. Why? Because he's learning, or after learning he gained a lot of confidence. It's been a long time he has been learning with me, or now he's enjoying the conversation, the meeting, presentation, whenever he's getting chance. And that is what we all want. So this is how yesterday I was narrating the excitement. If you are thinking about time, it will be futile. Just be excited. Yeah. Anyhow, try to motivate yourself. Try to encourage to learn the language. Yeah, that is great way where you get to know that this is right way to learn English. So thank you guys again. Sun has risen. You notice backside the sunlight, or it's time to take a short walk and then just start doing everyday routine. Thank you and bye bye.